Nuit Blanche, of course, is a feature for about 10 years in Toronto, and we always wanted to participate, and that's the first year that we were chosen with our independent project. I think officially we're called major producer of an independent project, which makes us very proud.
Really, the philosophy of the Goethe-Institut is collaboration, so this is a great example of what we love to do. We couldn't have had better partners than A Wall is a Screen, our 3 guest artist curators who flew in from Hamburg.
The main idea behind A Wall is a Screen is to use public spaces or spaces that you know in the city very well for a cultural purpose without any commercial idea in the background. So what we wanted to show the audience is that you can just use a city and play with it.
A Wall is a Screen started in 2003 at the International Hamburg Short Film Festival, what is basically our home base. And because 3 of my colleagues, they thought to screen short films at walls in the inner city and do this walk.
The topic of tonight will be tearing down walls, since it's the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. So we have selected some films that deal with borders, walls, and things that divide people. They can expect to be surprised that we use spaces for film projections that would normally not be used for that. And since the audience doesn't know where we are going to screen the next film, which is always a secret, the only place they know is the first side where they have to follow us. They'll be entertained, it's thought-provoking, of course, it's inspiring.
The trigger for us was the 25th anniversary of the fall of the wall that we're celebrating this fall-winter in all of our programming. And we decided we'd call this little co-curated program Tearing Down Walls, you know, and you can read it quite literally, but you can also read it in many, many different ways. And I think a lot of people in Toronto who've come from other places have experiences with division, with borders, with crossing borders, and you'll see that reflected.
Our next film is a co-production between German and Palestinian filmmakers, and wants to show that sometimes borders keep you from having what you really want.
I was fascinated about, firstly, the mix of the audience. It was a real Toronto audience from all backgrounds. And interestingly enough, almost every visitor had a personal story. Everyone related in a very personal way. And what I really liked is that the further the group went, the closer the feeling of the group developed.
But as soon as we arrived a few days ago and we walked around the city and we scouted for the walls that we wanted to use, of course all the construction that was going on came to our minds, and then we said, okay, actually we need to do something with that as well, because we got tons of walls that get torn down and erected again here in Toronto, and we always love it to have a bit more of a connection to the place that we are at. So just coming there and showing a program that was like pre-programmed, that wouldn't make sense for us, because we want to do something which is specifically done for the space and the place that we are in. And since all this construction that's going on, we want to react to that. And so we basically got half the program is about the Berlin Wall and the other half is about city development, building and all that.
It's a fantastic combination of creativity and city.
Yeah, it's fascinating because it's, part of it is about the different urban spaces, and it's also kind of interact with the buildings.
I'll just quickly introduce this is Chris Wendland, our partner.
I didn't really know what to expect, and I thought that all films were interesting to see in the locations that they were shown.
And we just hope that the audience will see its own city after the tour in a different light. Like we've been to, or we will have been then to places they thought they know quite well, but after that a new layer of story has built up because of the films.
You quite literally have to put together your own walks. Everybody will have their own walk. Everybody will see different things in those projections.
Either it's separation, either it's creating something, constructing something, or deconstructing something, or bringing people together. It was fascinating.
But yeah, I would absolutely go again. I thought this was a great way to interact with the city.
Okay, so that was it with the Walls of Screen in Toronto for the first time. Thanks to the Goethe-Institut. Thanks to Lufthansa for flying us over here. And thanks to you for walking with us through the cold night, and enjoy the rest of Nuit Blanche.